People think the dead stay silent. They're wrong. My name is Elias Crow, Detective, Homicide Division, or at least I used to be before the city started showing me things no man should ever see. In Blackthorn, murder doesn't end with death. Some victims come back. Not for revenge. Not at first. They come back because justice failed them.
A supernatural storm unlike anything ever seen is tearing apart the sky above the city. Ghostly figures pour through the streets like a flooding river of the dead. Terrified people run desperately, screaming, crashing into each other, trying to escape. A fearless detective and his sharp partner race against the chaos toward answers. They descend into an underground bone church hidden beneath the trembling city. Inside, a violent ritual is already underway, shaking the very walls around them. Massive lightning strikes illuminate horrifying spirits rising from the ritual flames. Ancient spirits scream through the air, their hollow faces twisted with rage. At the center stands a ghost woman, her black eyes consuming all light. She willingly surrenders her humanity, becoming something far more terrifying and powerful. The detective and his partner fight through shadows, desperately trying to stop her. But darkness has already won, swallowing the city whole into eternal haunted night. A darkness unlike anything ever seen is rising, and no one is prepared for what comes next. From beneath the earth, something ancient and terrifying has awakened, hungry for every living soul. A gigantic shadow entity, formed entirely of screaming souls, begins rising above the city skyline. Its presence alone causes buildings to tremble, crack, and collapse into clouds of ash and dust. Thousands of ghosts pour through the streets like a flood, consuming everything in their path. Citizens flee in terror, but there is nowhere left to run from this supernatural catastrophe. At the center of this chaos stands one detective, refusing to surrender to the encroaching darkness. He has tracked the source of this apocalypse to one man, an evil surgeon with dark intentions. The surgeon had performed forbidden rituals, tearing open the boundary between the living and the dead. A possessed woman stands before them both, her body now a vessel for something far more powerful. From within her, a terrifying dark god slowly begins to emerge, tearing reality itself apart. The sky above splits open, revealing a dimension of pure darkness and unimaginable supernatural horror. The detective raises his weapon, knowing this single moment could determine the fate of humanity. The dark god roars, sending shockwaves of supernatural energy crashing through every remaining structure. Ghosts and souls scream as they are pulled back into the entity, feeding its growing power endlessly. The detective charges forward, plunging his weapon directly into the heart of the dark god. A blinding explosion of light erupts, shattering the entity and sending souls cascading back to peace. Silence falls over the broken city, and from the ruins, humanity begins its long journey toward healing.